for the first time.
All right, well, we are about to load into this game, and a quick shout out here to live national Swedish television, because we are on television in Sweden. So hello to you guys, and welcome to the Grand Finals here in Bucharest for the DreamHack Open 2013. Map number 1 is about to begin, and we are all ready to bring you action from the finest players in the business.
Up here in the top right of Star Station, make some noise for Liquid TaeJa.
And he will go head to head against the #1 ranked player in the world. He goes by the name of INnoVation.
We've been watching a lot of Terran versus Terran matchups tonight, Apollo, especially with INnoVation after that nice series against MMA. Gotta ask you, what does INnoVation go for here? Is he gonna play like we saw him play against MMA?
I think we may. I think we may see that. An aggressive play style, looking to deal damage early on, but then eventually, once that opportunity is passed, fall back onto his fundamentals to carry him through the game. There's a reason why he's ranked #1 in the world at this point. It's not because he's lucky, Autosis.
I didn't think it was because he was lucky. Why is it, though?
It's because every part of his game is tip-top. When it comes down to small details like controlling units, when it comes down to the build choices, like we see in this game right here. He has thrown down a second barracks against Liquid TaeJa, but look at this, in the middle of the map.
Oh my God.
We have a second barracks of TaeJa as well.
We are watching 2 Barracks Reaper against 2 Barracks Reaper. This doesn't happen so often, Apollo. This does not happen so often, Bucharest. This is going to be exciting.
All right, so 2 players deciding to throw money into double barracks early on instead of looking to increase their economy or increase their technology. They're just making a bunch of units here. And, well, we're going to find out who is going to take the upper lead. Let me just tell you one thing. Whoever gets the first kill on the Reaper, that is massive, because then it landslides.
A huge advantage indeed. With how quickly these Reapers heal, just to kill that first one, it's gigantic. Now we do have that barracks in the center of the map. That changes things a lot as well. That's going to help him to rally them down a bit quicker. But at the same time, it's an area that INnoVation may be able to basically capture. He does see that barracks.
Well, I think that these players are going to start to realize what's going on very, very shortly here, as both players taking a bit of losses. One SUV has been picked off here for INnoVation. And it looks like INnoVation is going to bring all these 3 Reapers back together. This one in the middle, there's 2 of them now.
Look at this. He's actually going for a little flank here. Now he's microing back, but look at that. INnoVation with the flank on the Reaper. 2 against 1, and look at that. He's already killed off 2 Reapers of his opponent, only losing 1.
And now this means INnoVation has got the lead in the Reaper count. This is a big advantage for him to maintain. He's expanding behind with this advantage. TaeJa has to throw down a 3rd barracks. He wants to keep ramming up the Reaper count to make sure that he doesn't straight out lose.
Well, he does have a couple Reapers here, and he does force him to run away. This is kind of crazy. Are we actually going to see 3 Barracks Reaper from TaeJa?
Yes, we are, Autosis.
I don't even know if I've seen this before, Apollo.
And INnoVation still without even spotting the barracks here.
So close. Well, right now, the Reaper count for these 2. 3 for TaeJa, 4 for INnoVation. Of course, we see INnoVation getting a much quicker command center, but with that much quicker 3rd barracks, we could see TaeJa get that landslide by building more Reapers quicker.
But the problem is that there is a factory coming in, and we will see Hellions in this game. So Hellions are going to push back Reapers kind of easily once they're coming out 2 by 2 with the reactor on the barracks here. So yes, TaeJa will likely overclimb with the Reaper count very shortly. He's currently at 5 to 6, and will go up 1 Reaper very soon. It will be 7 to 6, sorry, very shortly. But with Reapers, reactor Hellions.
Well, look at this. We actually have a couple dying already on both sides. 3 to 2 at this point. Another Reaper comes up for INnoVation, but another Reaper rallying down for TaeJa. And it goes back down to even.
Yeah, back down even, and with one more Reaper popping out, it will be 3-2 here, but the Hellions are about to come into play, and this is where things are going to get a little bit more difficult here. One Reaper passes the other one. He could have potentially got a kill there. But where are these Hellions?
Well, it looks like he's about to start them now, and there you go. He does indeed, at the same time, getting his third command center, whereas TaeJa is going for a pretty quick stim and an engineering bay.
The Hellions aren't ready yet. They're halfway complete, and there's 3 Reapers in here versus 2, and they've already picked up a couple of SCVs and will retreat here. But what do you make about the way that they're both set up? So we've got the factory with the reactor on it.
Yes.
Hellions are coming out 2 by 2, and we also have a starport with a tech lab about to be placed on. But with TaeJa, he's only got barracks. He doesn't really have too much to deal with these. Of course, when stim is done and +1 attack is on the way, things become easier, but how is he meant to deal with the Reapers and Hellions in combination together?
You know, it's going to be an issue, and this is why he's building a barracks, or rather a bunker, right down at his choke. He's going to go ahead, load that up with Marines, be safe against any of these Hellions. So it looks like he's going to be okay. At the same time, though, I'm looking at this, and we actually have a second factory come up for INnoVation, as well as a Raven against someone he knows has 3 barracks at this point. I dare say we're going to see mech out of INnoVation. That's
right, we will, and we're going to see just regular bio, Marines and tanks basically coming out from here from TaeJa. So 2 different styles of how to play this map, and that's going to make for quite a dynamic game as 3 Reapers from TaeJa do make their way south, but INnoVation is controlling the middle if these Hellions were to find these Reapers, which is about to happen maybe.
Yeah, it looks like those Reapers are being chased down at this point. They do see the landing of that 3rd command center. That's a quick land on that 3rd command. Jump inside and see what's going on with this many. Oh, they have enough information. He knows now, Apollo. He knows that INnoVation's going to be going for mech.
And TaeJa gets a full scout here, but what does he do with the information that he knows his opponent's going to be playing with tanks rather than Marines mostly in this game?
Well, this is where TaeJa goes into kill mode. He is the best in the entire world at using bio against mech. We're just going to have to watch. It's almost like watching art. It is like watching art, Apollo. The way that he moves his Marauders, his Marines, his Medevacs, even his siege tanks. It's fantastic to behold.
Well, at this point in time, INnoVation has a bigger income. He's got his 3rd command center landed, and I'm sure we'll see the gases taken in a couple of seconds as well to really increase that, because the gas is the most important part here for INnoVation, to be able to increase that tank count. We do have a big SCV lead. Well, not a big one, but a 6 SCV leads. A Raven coming in to harass from the backside here is going to throw down a couple of auto turrets, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it does look like it.
A lot of Reapers out in the open.
And the auto turrets, look at this. That is a lot of Hellions actually passing by everything. They see the wall, and then look at that, a stim. It's going to bring them up against the wall. It looks like he's going to be able to kill off a few SCVs here. He's got to be careful, though. Marauders do so well against Hellions.
Well, that SCV count is further extended here for INnoVation. And here comes the Raven, and a couple of auto turrets placed in the main mineral line. So far, a pretty good game from INnoVation.
Yeah, INnoVation.
Back.
I feel like he's taken an early lead here, Apollo, and he's also getting Hellbats now. This is something we haven't seen out of him yet today. But Hellbat Siege Tank is really the best way to deal with bio if you're going to go for mech.
Well, TaeJa, I'm going to push this barracks in the middle of the map here. Not too many tanks yet. That's a lot of Hellions. Not too many tanks yet on the field, so he doesn't really have the best defense possible. But Hellbats are going to help out quite a lot here.
Yeah, the Hellbat's very important indeed. He's going to want to get some medevacs out to help drop those as he gets the count up a little bit higher. He is adding a couple more factories right now as well. And, of course, this Raven is very important if he can get point defense drones off. Ooh. Nice snipes here. Look at that. TaeJa picking off a medevac and a Raven.
Picking off the Raven is really big here, and the reason why it's so big is the starport was on the tech lab earlier, but it's not on the tech lab now, and it's actually on a reactor, so if he wants to rebuild that, he's actually going to have to switch his tech structures around. That will slow down his income and slow down his production. Slow down his production overall here. But is he going to do that without a Raven, without a point defense drone or multiple point defense drones? The Marauders are going to do a lot more damage than they would usually.
They certainly are, but, you know, I think he feels he needs the medevacs more right now. He needs to be able to transport those really low-ranged Hellbats on top of the bio army of TaeJa, and he needs medevacs to do that.
Do you think that the upgrades, which are missing from INnoVation at this point, TaeJa has 1/1 upgrades for his ground units. INnoVation's only just about to upgrade +1 attack. Is this going to hurt him in this game?
It certainly is. You know, the attack upgrade's certainly more important for both sides here. So not as much as it would in, let's say, a Terran versus Zerg, but definitely a factor in which TaeJa is leading strongly.
Well, INnoVation is playing this game slow, and he's just trying to build up the ultimate army here. Lots of tanks, Hellions, and Hellbats. And TaeJa's pushing down this left-hand side, picking up quite a few units here.
Really nice moves by TaeJa. I love how active he is on the map, clearing out watchtowers, making INnoVation a little bit scared, picking off units here and there. You know, this bio with good upgrades and a lot of Marauders in it, Hellions just are no match.
Well, the Hellbat drop coming into the third base here, going to deal a bit of damage to this mineral line.
Of course, they do have that blue flame upgrade dealing a lot of damage. This little run-in by TaeJa really not doing anything. In the meantime, that drop is going towards the main.
Yeah, it's going towards the main, and it drops in there as well. Quite a few SCVs have been picked off. INnoVation does, once again, take the economic lead. Mining off these 3 bases, have a 4th command center down as well, and simply just has a higher SCV count. And his army is getting stronger and stronger by the minute. He's already up to 184 supplies, we can see at the bottom of the screen, and he's closing in at 200. And once he hits that max, he has a army which is going to be difficult to stop.
Very difficult indeed. He has taken this 4th base, pushing over with his army, has a lot of Hellbats in those medevacs right now. But TaeJa has taken his 4th base as well. Still a very close game. And look at that, a nice stim and run-in by TaeJa, picking off a very valuable siege tank and even picking off 2 of the medevacs.
Yeah, great target fire there by TaeJa, really eliminating that threat of INnoVation, dropping the Hellbats on. And there are a lot of units here for TaeJa. Look at the spread.
Oh my god, that is a lot of units stimming, running in now. The Hellbats moving forward, but a huge TaeJa army coming down from the north. INnoVation gonna lose all of these siege tanks.
Oh, TaeJa's broken him, and with breaking the tank line, he's gonna get to the 4th command center. The planetary fortress is taking damage, there's no repairs there. The tanks are trying to hold on, but TaeJa will destroy the planetary fortress, and down goes INnoVation's 4th.
That is very painful for INnoVation, but he's already made more command centers, so he can retake it. In the meantime, TaeJa is still mining from his 4th base, so that is an issue. TaeJa's economy looking a lot better.
Well, the Marauders in a fantastic position here. TaeJa at 4 bases. Still going to drop by these Hellbats, but they are going to be pushed away for now. But this is a good position for TaeJa to be in, really stopping the momentum that INnoVation had in this game.
You know, despite killing that 4th base off, these Hellbat drops are keeping that CV count down pretty low for TaeJa. INnoVation's keeping a slight lead in that regard, but again, he is down 1 mining base for a chunk of this game.
Oh, TaeJa has loaded up all his units into the medevacs. He drops them down here. I think he's expecting a 4th base to be on this left-hand side. He scans and sees it is still down south, so maybe going into the range of the sensor tower. He's going to set some alarm bells off because he stims forward, scans. He's not a lot there.
Here he goes. The sensor tower did spot him incoming, but he's going to run forward and pick off whatever he can. He gets 1 tank, 2 tanks, but the rest of INnoVation's army does come forward.
And TaeJa moving down the right-hand side here as well, playing a fresh, no tank style. Is going to drop some units on these tanks, but there are a couple of Vikings, so he does boost in, boost out, and then does drop these units off here. TaeJa, without tanks, he has a lot of extra just Marina Marauders across the field here. And he's looking to spread his opponent really thin.
You know, he's trying the best he can. He almost has that 3-3, but I think he's realized that INnoVation's defense is just too strong. He just has too many mech units to break completely, so we see he's adding 2 starports. We're going to see a switch into some Sky Terran.
What kind of big move can TaeJa try to pull here? He's allowing INnoVation to mine off all 4 bases. Does he try to drop inside the main base, or does he sit tight in the position he's in?
You know, I think we might see a bunch of Vikings made. Take out all of the medevacs, take out all the Vikings of his opponent, and let his medevacs reign supreme.
A lot of scans there by INnoVation, going in the middle of the map, looking for where the armies are. And oh, he's found a chunk of it on the right-hand side here, but as mentioned, a big drop into the main base of INnoVation. The turret's trying to bring the medevacs down. 3 of them will survive, and a lot of units get in there. The armory will be taken out. +3 attack is gone, and this is a little bit difficult to deal with.
Yeah, that is very painful to lose that armory, and he's dealing a lot of damage to these supply depots as well. INnoVation has to get back here. Needs to drop on top of that to clear it up. Very effective drop here by TaeJa.
Yeah, beautiful drop there by TaeJa. This tank line is a little bit too strong for these Rosa Marines. Does load up too. Oh, he's going to drop onto this.
This could be big. Oh, those siege tanks dealing a lot of damage to themselves and each other. In the meantime, we see a big stim down, and oh my god, INnoVation out of position due to that great drop by TaeJa.
He has so many command centers though, and has a great income. TaeJa is banking money, and we are seeing the tech switch over. The problem is INnoVation going to have the star sense to realize what's going on? Because if he realized what was going on, he would be unsieging everything and making a movement across while he still has the air lead. He actually has a big timing right now, but he doesn't quite get it yet.
Well, hopefully for his sake, he scans TaeJa sometime soon. TaeJa, look at this. He's doing everything at once, Apollo. He's traded off a bunch of his units. He's going for Sky Terran. He's getting ready for BCs, and he's expanding 3 more times.
And he's upgrading his air quite heavily now, getting the double armory into the game, researching 2 upgrades. INnoVation has not noticed this switch yet, and it will hurt him if he doesn't realize soon enough. A drop is going to come down to try to stop that 4th command center from landing. And he's going to pick this off if he's not careful. There are a lot of other command centers, but INnoVation getting a little bit more active here in the middle of the map. Autosis scans, and I think he's starting to realize
that
this army is a little bit small.
And in fact, you know what? The Sky Terran army that's up so far for TaeJa should allow him to win the air battle, but the ground army of INnoVation is so strong, and it looks like he is just going for the throat.
The problem is, the air lead is no longer in favor of INnoVation. But the battle cruisers really aren't ready yet.
No, once those battle cruisers are out, he can win these battles, but until then, this tank and Hellbat army is superior. Look at this. Here come those Vikings. The Ravens coming in as well. He's going to need some point defense drones and even throwing down some secret missiles.
Oh, a good start here by TaeJa. But the problem is he doesn't have any battle cruisers yet. There's 2 on the way, and this Bioforce cannot really engage into all these tanks and Hellbats. And TaeJa is caught in trouble. He needs his battle cruisers. He needs to deal with his tank army. Otherwise, he's going to lose a lot.
Well, he's going to have them pretty soon. Looks like we are going to see some dropping on these siege tanks. Some of them do unsiege. The Hellbats coming back to help out. A big spread by TaeJa. He stims right in. So much carnage.
Oh, INnoVation loses every single tank. The Hellbats are left. No, they're not. As TaeJa cleans up everything. And now TaeJa has an air advantage. He has the battle cruisers moving in.
This is a big deal, Apollo. Those battle cruisers are going to do a fantastic job, but we do have a lot of Thors popping out right now for INnoVation. But INnoVation is probably going to want to add some starports pretty soon here. You really need Vikings to help out as well.
Well, a scan inside the main base reveals everything now for INnoVation. But still no additional starports coming in. He's actually decided to use Widow Mines. Drilling Claws is being researched, and 5 Widow Mines are being made.
This is kind of crazy, Apollo. That now 8 Widow Mines being made. He's going to have a ton of mines. He's going to try to use them to kill off a lot of this air.
Wow.
And if he does get them to connect, he will slaughter off the Vikings very easily.
Widow
But
Mines
battle cruisers are going to be pretty hard.
are a lot faster, though. If they get underneath these air units, they're much faster than these Vikings and battle cruisers. And this reminds me a lot of INnoVation versus Flash a long time ago now, a good couple of months back. And this is something that happened in that game as well. And we're going to see some Widow Mines. We're going to see some explosions, and this is going to be pretty fun.
Oh, my God, it is. There's going to be a lot of explosions indeed. He's got to be careful, because if you send just the Widow Mines in, they can be picked off. The battle cruisers can shoot them down quite quickly with the bio underneath them, of course. But right now, TaeJa's army is split up. Bio on one side and Sky Terran on the other.
Is there any way that TaeJa can effectively deal with the Widow Mines here? Is it just making sure he has enough bio to stop them from getting underneath the battle cruisers?
Yeah, you know, I think he just needs to kind of kite back from them as they do run forward. The damage output of Marine Marauders should be enough to eliminate most of them before they can burrow.
Well, this army from INnoVation is kind of scary, guys. You're about to see Widow Mines rush underneath these air units. And here they go. They're trying to get underneath and they're going to burrow. Oh, this could be actually deadly, but the Marines and Marauders are dealing with them rather well here.
And that is a lot of Widow Mines going off, but he does stem forward. TaeJa starting to break through. INnoVation, where are all your units?
The Widow Mines didn't get the connection they wanted. The Marines and Marauders dealt with them. And now we have TaeJa with a very strong army and is pushing forward here, breaking the economy at INnoVation on this left-hand side. And TaeJa, what a play, moving here and has taken a 50 supply lead.
That is a gigantic lead, especially when you look at his bank. He's got so much money, he can easily rebuild all this, landing those Vikings, taking out SCVs. The Widow Mines trying to do their best, but it simply is not enough.
These Widow Mines just aren't doing the job that INnoVation hoped they would, and a command center is going to get picked off here. INnoVation's running out of money, he doesn't have a very good income, and TaeJa is staring down at a potential map #1 victory as he marches forward here. 5 battle cruisers, a bunch of Vikings supporting them with just a million units coming to support. 5 Marauders and 3 Marines every cycle coming in.
Oh god, it's so scary. And with 5 battle cruisers in the air, that +3 air attack about to finish, that is just so much damage. INnoVation right now, his army consists of 11 siege tanks and 13 Widow Mines. That's not enough to battle against TaeJa. TaeJa has the whole map. He has such production. What an economy. Twice the income right now of INnoVation.
Oh, these Widow Mines. Oh, just one. I'm still so surprised by the choice of having lost the early Raven autosis. Why was there never a replenishment of it? Point defense drones would have been so useful in this game.
It seriously would have been. And, you know, these Widow Mines not doing quite what he had planned. It's rough. He scouted this all a little bit too late.
Oh dear, INnoVation. Trying to focus his defense on the left-hand side, and now these Marauders, they will bring down this planetary fortress, and down it falls. And TaeJa with another big attack over to INnoVation, and just look at the money in the bottom. 3,000 minerals, 3,000 gas for TaeJa. INnoVation just doesn't have any money left.
INnoVation has almost nothing left, including time. He's down by 40 supply, trying to hold on to this last base frantically. And, well, he may hold for now, but there's a big attack that is natural.
Yeah, and it looks like TaeJa is about to break INnoVation here. INnoVation's tried to use Widow Mines, haven't been as effective as he wanted. A couple of scans go down, and if TaeJa's able to eliminate this left-hand side base, then there simply is no mining left for INnoVation. And that is the focus point of TaeJa, to try to stop that.
The Widow Mines still trying to push forward, but their limited range, having a hard time connecting with these Sky and Terran units. Does stem forward and scan, sacrificing some of these to get rid of them. He knows that at this point, TaeJa does not even have to be efficient in his trades. All he needs to do is keep making units and keep attacking.
And I love that TaeJa stopped building the battle cruisers at this point, saying, well, this guy's spending a lot of money on mines. Well, mines are pretty bad against Marauders and Marines, which he's now starting to replenish up. But INnoVation is not dead yet. He still has a pretty decently sized army.
He does indeed. And look at this. He is going to get that good burrow off now, it looks like. And the Widow Mines go off. Oh, my God. They decimate the entire army.
That's what he's been looking for all game long. And the one time that the Bio Force was not supporting the battle cruisers, they're gone. They're dead.
Well, right now we do have a big stim up from TaeJa, trying to pick off as many units as possible, and it looks like he just has too much. INnoVation losing his entire tank force. GG! And TaeJa takes game #1.